Hi guys, and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. My name is Crystal, and this week we're going to be showing you guys what we ate, some easy and simple dinner ideas. So if you guys enjoy watching these What's for Dinner videos and enjoy this one, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. As well as for more videos like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And also too, if you can share this video with someone you know to give them some easy dinner ideas just by clicking the share button. Before we get started for this What's for Dinner, I am very excited to be collaborating with my friend Jay. Her YouTube channel is My Type of Organized Jay. She has cleaning and organizing videos, as well as showing you hauls, chit chat videos that I really enjoy. Also too, she does what I eat in a day and what's for dinners, and as well as baking plant-based. And I know you guys will actually love her channel as much as I do. So please go check her out and go show her some love and support. And let's get started with this week's What's for Dinner. So on this day we had Tortas de Lomo, and torta is like a sub or a sandwich. You can see this big bread. We actually picked this up at the Costco Business Center. They only have it there. They don't have it at the regular Costco. And what my husband is doing here is that he is adding a good amount of mayo because we're going to be putting this in the toaster oven just so it could get nice and toasted. And this torta has beef and refried beans in it. And also if you have spinach, you can also do that too. My mother-in-law cooked, these are the refried beans. My mother-in-law cooked the meat and the sauce, and she made it, and it's so delicious. I've talked about her on my channel before. My mother-in-law cooks really amazing. I will definitely try to get her next time when we can to film her how she makes this. But it's so delicious and it's very easy to make. So what my husband here is doing is he is adding, you can see that the mayo has already melted and the bread is nice and toasted. We are adding the refried beans. If you guys want a video on how to cook beans or refry them, I will put them down in the description if you want to check them out. And then this is the meat, this is the beef. It has a lot of the sauce and juice to it that has tons of spices and flavors, and you want to drench this torta, this sub, with a lot of that sauce. I think off camera we ended up adding more sauce to it because it's so good and it's just such a great and delicious meal that we really enjoy. So next time, like I said, we will film her if we can, and we'll try to get the ingredients for the next time for the next What's for Dinner. This time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. And this is what we had for dinner on this day. So on this day we made nachos, and this is the Que Bueno nacho cheese sauce brand that we picked up as well as a Costco business, and we just throw this in our crock pot. We use a crock pot liner. Very easy. It is a very thick cheese and it has a hint of spice of jalapeno, but it's nothing too spicy where my kids can't eat it. And since it is very thick, and behind of the can it says that you can add milk or water, so we usually just add milk to it. And if I don't ever use this whole can because it is a lot, if you ever find some in the store, I have frozen half of it and put it in my freezer before, and it freezes perfectly and defrosts and uses it. But this time we made enough for a couple of days. We had nachos for like 2 days, and we added the milk in there, and then we just combined this. We set this in the crock pot on high for about 3 hours, and we are just constantly stirring every hour. And to go alongside these nachos, see, after 3 hours it's like nice and well combined, and it's much smoother because earlier it was a little bit thicker. So what we did to make these nachos is we also made some ground beef. We seasoned it, add garlic, what we normally do, and then we had the cheese on top of the tortilla chips, and then the ground beef, and we also had a pico de gallo or salsa bandera, which is just tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and some salt. and very, very easy dinner that can feed a big family if you guys have a big family, or for a party. I know right now things going on, but this is what we had for this day. I've also paired these nachos before with chicken if you have chicken. But it's such a great easy like dinner idea. You wouldn't think like nachos to make at home, but it's very, very good. And this is the pico de gallo that we had. Also too, we pair this with some jalapenos. Very easy and delicious dinner idea that my kids and I really enjoy. And this is what we had for dinner on this day. So on this day we had some pizza, some pasta, and some salad that my mother-in-law sent us over for dinner. It was such a nice, delicious meal. My girls love pizza, and this pasta that my mother-in-law made is actually a recipe from my sister-in-law that she makes and her kiddos really like. She taught her how to make it, and it was really, really good. Just a simple, easy week for what's for dinner. It gave me a little break on cooking. I am very blessed to have such a sweet and wonderful mother-in-law, and this is what we had for dinner on this day. Hi guys, so for today's dinner we're going to be making some Mexican hot dogs, or also known as street hot dogs, and pretty much it's like a hot dog, but what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around bacon. If you have not tried these, this is a good way to change up just a regular hot dog, and then you can add whatever toppings you want. Normally when my mother-in-law makes them, she chops up some tomato and some fresh onion. I'm actually grilling onions as we speak to have that on top, and you can add mayo, ketchup, mustard, pickles. In LA they also grill up onions and bell peppers and they add that on top, and it's so good. But we're gonna do it like this, and then on the side I'm out of just regular potatoes. They're very expensive right now, so we're just gonna have to wait until our next trip that we go to the store. But in the freezer, my husband, we saw that we had these onion rings that I picked up at Aldi a few months ago, so this is gonna be great to pair this on the side. So I'm gonna throw these in my toaster oven because my oven is not working. I don't know what's going on with it. And then I also have a bag of waffle fries. So I'm gonna get started by putting wrapping the bacon around the hot dogs, and this is the hot dogs that I pick up from Costco. I really like these. They're beef ones and they're really, really good. And then I'm gonna wrap those up, gonna chop up my tomatoes, and also start putting the waffle fries and onion rings in my toaster oven. So here I'm just giving my grilled onions a toss. I just added a little bit of cooking spray, sliced up an onion. We love grilled onions over here, and especially on top of hot dogs. They're so good, and they switch up your meal or your hot dogs or burgers, whatever you're having. Even just french fries, grilled onions are amazing, or caramelized onions, whatever you want to call them. And then I sometimes add salt, but this time I just added pepper since we are having hot dogs with bacon. Let them cook up nice and slow, and then you will see me start cooking up the hot dogs wrapped with bacon. So here I'm just cooking the hot dogs, and all I'm pretty much doing is just moving them to side just to make sure that bacon is fully cooked. So here I'm just plating up the hot dogs, and inside the bread we add mayonnaise. I know it's not very common for people to add mayonnaise, but to these Mexican hot dogs it's actually very common to add mayo. Sometimes we'll add mayo and toast up the bread. That's how my father-in-law likes it, and that's how we made his plate to send over. I did end up cooking the whole pack of hot dogs because we wanted some for leftovers, as well as these are really good for breakfast on the next day. You could pair it with some pancakes and some eggs. That's actually what we had on the following day for breakfast. And but this was my husband's plate, and he just wanted the mayo like that, not to toast up the bread. And then I just add the toppings on top of it. Like I said, we add some chopped tomato, we have the grilled onions, and also too we have the onion rings that I had the pack from Aldi, as well as the waffle fries. And this dinner was very, very delicious. We haven't had these Mexican hot dogs in a very long time. They're also known as street hot dogs. They're very known in Los Angeles and parts of Mexico. And how they make them. There's different styles. Some people add nacho cheese, some people add bell peppers. They're very, very good, and it just switches up just a regular hot dog. So if you guys have not tried these Mexican hot dogs, these LA street hot dogs, definitely give them a try if you like bacon. They definitely switch things up, and they're very, very good. And the fun part is you can add whatever toppings you guys want. So this is what the onions look like. This is my husband's plate, like I said, and I just added the tomato, the grilled onions. He also had some ketchup and mustard. I think we also added jalapenos off camera because he wanted a little bit of kick, and if you like spiciness, I really recommend to add jalapenos on your hot dogs if you haven't. I also added the onion rings and some of the waffle fries on his plate. If you guys add different toppings to your hot dogs, I would love to hear about them, so let me know down in the comments if you want to share that with me. Let me know what toppings you enjoy, if you guys enjoy hot dogs. And this is what we had for dinner on this day. So on this day we had tacos, and my husband grilled carne asada as well as these short ribs. They were beef, and what I ended up doing, this is my plate right here, I shredded up some of the beef and put it in my taco, and I have a corn tortilla or tortilla de maíz, guacamole, salsa, also to onion and cilantro. I have the lime because I love adding that squeeze of lime. We have the beans, a radish, and grilled onions on the side. And this was dinner for this day. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's What's for Dinner. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out Jay's channel to go show her some love and support and to get some more dinner ideas. I will see you guys on the next one.
You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours.